see, make sure everything's on here. We are just a minute away from starting. Sorry for popping in a little bit late this morning. My camera on my phone was doing weird things, but we got here right on time. Good morning. It is 9 o'clock, so we will get started right away. It looks like we've got quite a few people in here. If you have a second, feel free to pop it in those comments, say good morning. I would love to hear from you. When I'm looking at this screen, I can't see who's with me, so it's nice to see who's in the community this morning. If you don't know me, I'm Catie. Fun fact, I started working at the JCC a week before it shut down, so I taught one class. But I've been teaching for about 10 years. I moved to Minnesota from Nevada last year, so new to the area, kind of, sort of. Today in boot camp, we're doing all sorts of things. I had a fun morning writing out our workouts for us. I color-coded because we have all sorts of time inside. So we're gonna start with a little bit of a warm-up, just some dynamic stretching, some movement to get going. If you're just now joining us, go ahead and find your space. I suggest a bottle of water, highly suggest a bottle of water. And we're just gonna start reaching for those toes, just like so. Okay, we're just trying to lengthen that posterior chain while waking up the body a little bit. Let's see, are my lights funny in here? Good, go ahead and keep reaching. I'm gonna turn this guy off. That might help, I think so. There we go, just getting warm. All right, we're gonna alternate sides, reach and tap that outside foot. Good, just lengthening to the side. I'm coming towards you because I just wanna check in. I can't see that camera. Ooh, nice little group this morning. Good breathing. This shouldn't be hard. We should just feel that heart rate coming up a little bit. Feel those muscles opening up. All right, if there are any technical difficulties, if you can't see me, if I'm not loud enough, good. Open up that upper body and rotate. Anything like that, feel free to pop in the comments. I'll periodically come at you and check it out and make sure that everything's working fine for everybody. It's snowing this morning. It was 60 degrees yesterday. And now it's snowing. Good, bring those hands up. Alternating toe touch, nice little windmill here. All right, let's see, it's Sunday. I had a 3-day weekend this weekend, which was kind of nice. Oh, let's see who we got here. Oh, good, okay, Michael says that everything is coming in A-okay. I love that. Some reassurance that you guys can see me. Good, we're going back into that, oh, where was I? Side reach. Sometimes my body doesn't communicate with my brain, and that's okay. It's morning. I normally teach in the evenings because I work early in the mornings, or I teach super early. But yeah, Sunday, my body's still waiting to get in there today. Good, we're gonna reach for those toes. One more round of these guys. Starting to feel a little bit warm. Last night I left a window slightly cracked because it was pretty warm outside. Haven't turned any air on yet this year, and I thought it would cool me down, and it cooled me down a little bit too much. Kind of cold in here this morning, which feels nice. It's been warm in here the last few workouts I've done with you guys. Good, rotate the upper body. Just lubricating that spine. Nice big breaths through this. We're waking up. So today, we're doing a lot of intervals, okay? A lot of core work, a lot of cardio. It's gonna be pretty high intensity. All right, good morning, Catie. Good to see you here, virtually see ya. And one more time into that windmill. We're reaching for those toes. Feeling those hamstrings open up. our first set of intervals are going to be a little bit slower paced, but more strength focused. And what that looks like is it's 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And we've got, I don't know, maybe 10 exercises there, 9 or 10, something like that. Good, go ahead and jog in place. When I chat like this, my heart rate comes up a lot more than I expected to. And then following those 10, 60, 30 intervals, we're gonna go right into Tabata. And then from Tabata, we will go back into our 60, 30. We're looking at about 2 rounds of that today. All right, we're gonna get started right away here. Happening pretty quick this morning. We're gonna do a clock lunge. So what that looks like, we're actually just gonna do 30 seconds of each. So we're just gonna start with a forward lunge. Looks like this. Okay, if you need to modify, you're just stepping out and bringing it back in. If those knees are talking to you, all right, go ahead and get started. You've got 30 seconds here. All one leg. Good, driving through that front heel. We're stacking those joints. So on that front side, our knee is over our ankle. Okay, you should always be able to see your toes, shoulders down, back, away from the ears, right over the top of those hips. Good, let's go one more. And we're going out to the side. So you can face me on all these. I'm gonna turn all sorts of different directions so that you can see me. But if you stay facing forward or on that mat, should be just a-okay. Same thing, driving through that heel from the side, activating the groin. Okay, go at your own pace this morning. If you need to, slow it down, don't go as low, that's an option. And we're going into a reverse lunge. So we're stepping back this time. Same thing, stacking those joints, knee over the ankle, shoulders over hips. Nice big breathing. You got 15 seconds here, and then we're gonna switch to that other side, starting with the reverse lunges. Let's go one more, and we're going to the other side. Other leg, reverse lunge. Okay, this time we're bringing it all the way around. So we've made a nice big clock here. Just pumping out the lunges right away this morning. I got a little ambitious, I think. I got up early because I was like, oh, must have coffee before class. Had a bunch of extra time to write the workout, and so I put like 1 million exercises in it. Good, there it is. Going out to the side. So your hips push back, nice flat back. You want your chest and chin up, your gaze out in front and up towards the corner of the ceiling or the sky. Looking good. Just a couple more here. Out of habit, I tell you you're looking good. I can't see you, but I'm sure you are. And we're bringing it forward, lunging forward. Driving through that front heel, you should feel your glute activate a lot more on this front one. You should be able to pull your toes slightly off the floor because we don't want to be pushing through those toes on the way back here. Whew, getting a little wobbly already. Not a good sign for me. Gotta meet our bodies where they're at today. Let's go one more. There it is, shake them out. You got 30 seconds, and we're going into a push-up Superman. I'm warming up. Taking the long sleeve off. It's a good sign. All right, it's about that time. We're digging in. So when you're ready, we're gonna bring it to the floor. Choose your modification. So you can go on the knees here if you need to, on the feet if you'd like, or up against the wall, okay? So it's gonna be a push-up. We're gonna drop to the tummy, staying on the floor. reaching out, Superman, and then pushing it back up. Modification looks like this, on the knees, pushing it back up. Starting in 3, 2, choose your modification. Down, Superman, back up. So we've got 1 minute of these. It'll fly by. It doesn't have to be fast, okay? Nice big squeeze on that Superman. Remember, this is not our Tabata. Our Tabata will be quick. This is our strength. So even though it's timed, it's not a speed through kind of thing. I like this one because we're working opposing muscle groups, right? We've got the front side on that push-up, the posterior chain on that Superman. Muscles are waking up. I sure hope so. Let's go 2 more. Good, go ahead and relax. Taking a few seconds here. We're gonna switch it over while you're taking that time. You can watch me. We're going into a crab position and lifting those hips up as high as you can, okay? If you're having problems with the shoulders, wrists this morning, if you have an injury or they're painful, you're just gonna give me a hip lift here, okay? All right, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1 minute on. Crab, hips up as high as you can. Or choose that modification if you need to. Bridges. All right, squeezing at the top. If we hold for 1 or 2 seconds, you're increasing that time under tension, which is a good thing. Means those muscles are being activated for just a little bit longer. Means they're working a little bit harder. All right, we're about halfway. Remember, if you need that modification, take it, or if you just need a few seconds, it's okay to breathe for a second and then get right back to it. A minute can be a long time, but we've only got 10 seconds left. Really squeezing those glutes. Abs are always tight. Big breaths. Good, and relax. You've got 30 seconds. I'm gonna show you the next one. Same thing, any plank we're in, you can modify on the knees or the hands, or the feet, excuse me. So we're gonna go elbows to hands, alternating your pressing arm, okay? Choose where you wanna be. Also, you got that wall. Remember, decide what your fitness level is today. Should be challenging, but not painful. So we wanna bring it to fatigue. I want you working today. Don't take the easy one if it's not hard enough for you. But if it's painful in that hard one, switch, okay? You get to pick. This is a build your own workout style. Here we go, starting in 2, 1. 1 minute, elbows to hands. Abs are nice and tight. Hips tucked, up and under, pulling that belly button into your spine. Nice neutral spine. Eyes out in front of you. Straight line, ideally, from head to knee or head to feet, wherever you're at. Whew. Looking good, halfway, 30 seconds. If you need a break, pop into that plank, hold it for 2 breaths, big inhale through the nose, out the mouth, and then get right back to it. If you don't need those recoveries in there, pump it out. Looking good. Hang in there with me, 10 seconds, just a couple more. Whew, my shoulders are talking to me. Last one. And taking that break. All right. Man, lots of core today, like I said. I don't know why, just feeling it this morning. Last few workouts I've done with you guys have been pretty leg heavy, let's say. Lots of strength moves on the legs. So today I wanted to switch it up quite a bit. So next one looks like this. You're in your plank and you're squeezing the glutes. So it's a heel raise, okay? Or modification. modification, same thing, but on the knees. Okay, starting in 3, 2, go ahead and go. This is the other modification for those of you who've got something funky going on with the knees or don't want to get on and off the floor. Either way, you should feel this pretty heavy in that upper glute. Okay, squeezing the glute as hard as you can. In that standing position, you'll get the same feeling. The only difference is the core is not activated quite as much, but still, this guy here, focusing on those glutes. Woo-wee! Remember, if you need to hold your plank for a second, take a big breath, and then return to that movement. You got 10 seconds left, hang with me. All right, there it is. 30 seconds off. We're going into, oh, I did this last time too. I didn't give myself any wall space. If you have a wall, we're going into a wall sit with a leg extension. Looks like this, lifting one leg at a time, squeezing that quad. If you don't have a wall, you're gonna squat and pulse right here. Keeping those hips nice and low, abs are tight, chest and chin up, okay? Starting in 3, 2, get where you need to be, 1 minute. Whew. I know, wall sit for 1 minute is quite the ask. So go ahead and do what you can. If you start to lose form, take a modification, hold for just a few seconds with a few breaths, and then jump right back to. Already 30 seconds in. Squeezing those quads. For those of you who are here, we're still pulsing. Whew, should be burning. I'm feeling it. I always do weird things with my arms. Reminds me to wake up and keep going. 10 seconds left. Finishing it out. Home stretch. Whew. 3, 2, good, stand it up, shake it out. We are going into a squat twist. For those of you that were just in your squat, I know, tough to go right back there, but I'm here with you. Let's see, got quite a few of you hanging in on this snowy Sunday morning. Squatting down nice and low, alternating elbows pointing towards those opposite knees. Okay, working that trunk, really squeezing the abs in nice and tight, activating the obliques, breathing through it, guys. Okay, if you need to slow it down, that's an option. If you need to bring it up a little bit higher. Okay, still working that trunk from here. Okay, 30 seconds in. So even though we're leaning forward a little bit, we're not crunching forward. You don't have to actually touch your knees. We're just rotating. 15 seconds. Oh boy. Let's see, on Tuesday, I had some people doing this class. 3, and there it is, recover outside. Now it's snowing. Love it. So I'm from northern Nevada, Reno, it's up near Tahoe. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar. You got 20 seconds, and we're going into an alternating side plank. So it looks like this. Here, open it up, bring it back down, open it up. Knees are okay, wall is okay. You've got 7 seconds, and we're getting started. Here we go. 2, and open it up. Last little strength move here. Remember, doesn't have to be quick. Nice steady breath, okay? Just want to be solid here. Focusing on nice tight abs. Pushing the floor through that shoulder. I'm really messing with my mat here. Looking good, gang. On this side, really feeling that oblique, pushing up and away from the floor or from the wall. Good, 15 seconds. Big breath, moving through it fluidly. Anyway, the Northern Nevada thing, we get all sorts of weird weather patterns, and so this reminds me of it quite a bit. Often get snow in June, not unusual. Good, you got it. Taking that break. All right, this time we're looking at 1 minute to recover because we're going into some high intensity cardio moves. Tabata, I'm gonna switch the timer here so we get that Tabata timer. It looks like 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 4 minutes. Each minute we'll switch exercises. And what that does is it gives us work to rest ratio of 2 to 1. And what we're looking for is to bring our heart rates down as much as we can in that 10 seconds. So like a couple of big inhales, big exhales, and then we're jumping right back into it. The beauty of Tabata is that it's increasing our post-exercise oxygen consumption after we work out today in the most efficient way, which means that metabolism is going just a little bit more throughout the day after we're done, which we like. Also waking us up. I'm gonna have so much energy after today, even though, let's see, you're ready, starting in. I wonder if this is gonna beep at us. Oh, it is. All right, 3, 2, we're going into high knees forward, back pedal back. High knees forward, back pedal. Okay, that back pedal is a bit of recovery. Okay, it's a breathe, bring it up nice and high, shuffle it back. Good, almost there. You've got that 10 seconds of recovery right here. Whew. It's nice and quick. Big breath in through the nose, out the mouth. Here it is. 2, 1, high knees forward, shuffle it back. If you don't have a mat, you get to pick your distance. Either way, it's about the same thing. As long as you're moving for that entire 20 seconds. And we're actually almost through it. It happens fast. 5 seconds. There it is. All right, next one. Side shuffle, floor touch. Starting in 3, 2, bring it in. Good, the lower you get, the harder it is. The modification for all of these Tabata things is to slow it down. You can eliminate the plyo or the high impact by taking out those jumping moves and just walking it out. There's your 10. All right, one more time with that one. 3, 2, shuffle it out. And reach, shuffle, reach. Good. 20 seconds, goes by fast, you got it. Should be totally breathless during these 20 seconds. The idea is to reach that anaerobic threshold, short and sweet, there it is. All right, 10 off. Big breath in, bring that heart rate down as much as you can. 3, oh, not on time, 2, switching feet. Okay, back and forth across the mat. If you're walking it out, you're just crisscrossing here. Otherwise, bring it into that higher intensity move. Home stretch, 3. Good, recover 10 seconds. Big breath. One more time. 3. There it is. I don't know if you guys can hear that beep. I'm sure you can. I hope so. It helps. A little bit of a better auditory cue than me yelling at ya. Remember, walk it out by crossing over if you need. Otherwise, 3, 2, there it is. 1 more minute. Last exercise here. You get a full minute of recovery after this. We're going into a knee. Looks like that. You can pick it up nice and quick if you need to. On one side, we'll switch sides on the second round. Modification. is just do it nice and slow. Stick with me. Bring it to breathless. 5 seconds. All the way in. Good, you got it. We got to switch sides. You got 10 seconds. Big breath. All right, gang. 2. There it is. Pump it out. Last one. Earn that recovery. Oh man, I'm slowing down. I can feel it. Here we go. Pick it up. 10. Less than 10. Happens fast. All the way in 5. Yes. There it is. I stopped a little early because I lost my balance. Good job, guys. 1 minute. Let's go. We might go a little bit longer. All right. Everyone seems to be happy. Whoop. Sorry about that. Our Tabata timer automatically switches, apparently. All right. Big breathing. Good time for water. That was round 1. We've got 1 more. Not too bad, right? So doing that same thing 1 time through, and then maybe we'll do a little extra credit core or cool it down depending on what time we got. Let's see, what time do we got? 9:30. Yep, looks like we'll have about 1 more round left. How are we feeling? I don't know how this totally works on your side, but sometimes I see some like happy faces and thumbs up. If you want to tap that thumbs up or happy face, let everybody else know you're here, you're having fun, you're with us. All right, so that first move is that clock lunge. 30 seconds on each move. So here we go, 3, 2, bringing it forward, first leg. I'm starting with my left. You know, I have my camera facing forward. Normally, if I mirror image you guys, I can say the opposite foot and it makes sense. But when my camera's like this, I know it goes differently. So whichever leg you start with, we want to finish with that other leg, obviously. Good, abs are tight. Shoulders right over those hips. You can see your toes out in front. Just 1 more. And we're going right into the side. Out to the side. Chest and chin up. Driving through that heel. Feeling this one. Work on the inner side of that leg. Pulling that belly button into your spine. Remember, it doesn't have to be quick. Sometimes I get ahead of myself and start to speed it up. So go at your own pace. Modify by just not going as low. There's your 30. Bringing it back. Same leg is moving. We've had the same stationary leg the whole time, but working different muscles on each angle. Driving through that front heel, that planted foot. Should be able to pull those toes to the top of your shoes and still manage this move pretty well because our weight is in that heel. All right, let's go 1 more. Bring those feet together. Big breath. Other leg, bring it back. Switching sides. Yesterday, it was warm outside and I was kicking myself because I made soup and I was like, it's too warm for soup. But now I have it. For today, I made a tom kha soup, which is like a Thai coconut, lemon, like some lemongrass in there, some lime, not lime, excuse me, or lemon. It was lime instead of lemon. Good, out to the side. Some mushrooms, some carrots, some zucchini. I took the liberties and put more vegetables in than the recipe called for. A lot of different recipes out there for that kind of soup. So I just did like a little bit of every single one I read. I'm not very good at following rules in the kitchen. Good, 2 more. Good, squeezing through that glute, really driving it in. One more set of lunges. Stepping it forward, opposite leg than we started. Ooh, my legs feel like collapsing. This is our last round through these. Okay, so get through these and we're not lunging again. Same with every exercise hereafter, which is kind of exciting. If there's one you hate, you only got it once more. Working it. Doing great, guys. Remember, do as much as you can. You don't have to go all the way down if you can't. Good, relax. We're going into our push-up, Superman, feet, knees, wall. You pick, getting ready. You got 15 seconds before we get there. Remember, it doesn't have to be fast, just nice and tight on every side of that move. If you come to my classes regularly, you'll hear me talk about food all the time. I'm obsessed. Here we go. Bring it down. Superman. Bring it back up. I was one of those people in college, good squeezing on every single side. If you can handle it on your feet, go for it. I was that person who never knew what I wanted to do, and I switched majors a bazillion times, and I went into nutrition, so I got my degree in nutrition because simply, what is 20-year-old logic? I like food. That was my reason. Turns out I love it. I love the science of it. It ended up being really great for me. Good, 10 seconds. And it turns out, as an adult, I am just as indecisive because I've switched careers since. All right, you've got 30 seconds off. Crab hip dips, okay? Taking that breath, drinking water while you're watching me show you this guy here. Looks like this. Modification is that bridge. Starting in 10 seconds. Whew. All right, final 5, 3, get in position, 2, lifting those hips, squeezing the tush, the lower back. Abs are nice and tight. So the reason I really like this one, it's a little bit different. In all of our movements, we have a concentric, isometric, and eccentric contraction, okay? So if you think about going down the stairs is our eccentric, okay? Lengthening that muscle while still activated. And with our abs, we get a lot of isometric and a lot of concentric, but on this one, you can really feel that eccentric, which is, I know I'm babbling through this, it may not make sense, but in a roundabout way, this is really an unusual contraction compared to most of what you get in those abs and that lower back. Home stretch, 5 seconds. Woo. And when you got a weakness like me, my shoulders are really talking to me. There it is. Go ahead and relax. 30 seconds off. All right, let's see. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 more of these guys, these exercises. One more Tabata, and then surprises after that. To me too, because we're gonna go through it depending on how much time you've got. All right, you've got 10 seconds, and we're going into our elbows to hands, on our knees, on our feet. Make it a challenge, alternate hands, or on the wall, you pick. Here we go. Abs are tight, hips tucked up and under, belly button into the spine, really trying to get those shoulders right over top of the wrists on that upside. Moving our midsection as little as possible. It's gonna rotate a little bit, but that's okay. Whew, remember, if you need to pause and plank, take a breath or two, get right back into it. This is the last time we're doing this guy. If you're on the feet and it's too much, it's okay to modify halfway. If you're on the knees and it's not enough, it's okay to pop into that full plank. Oh boy. 15 seconds. Yep, that might be a little too much for me. Round 2, a little bit harder. Those muscles are pre-fatigued here. Hoo-yah. Good, 3, 2, Take your recovery. All right. We're going into our plank with heel raises. Ooh, we got comments. I love this. You're welcome. You know what? I thank you guys for coming because it really gets me going. Makes a big difference. It's really easy to be at home and be like, I'll start in 10 minutes. But you guys hold me accountable just as much as I do. So we're all in this together. It's fun, this online community that we get to hang out in. All right. Going into our plank heel raises. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and join me. That recovery is over. Modify. Can still do it on the knees, even on the elbows if you need to. Again, keep going wherever you're at. I'm just showing that last modification here. So squeezing up in that glute. Nice big squeeze. Feeling those core muscles, holding tight while activating the glutes. So your tush should be burning here. That's the big focus on this one. 15 seconds. Don't let those hips drop. Okay, if you need to, I would rather you, sorry, I had something flipping on my shirt. 5 seconds. I would rather you take the modification than lose your form too much. There it is, last time with those guys. I know I was popping through a bunch of different modifications there, so hopefully you didn't see my sloppy form as I moved through it. Happens to the best of us. I've watched back through a couple of these to kind of just check in on, you know, what you guys see. And sometimes my form is a little crummy. All right, next one, wall sit leg extension or squat pulse. Just squat pulse a little higher if you need to. Chest and chin are always up, starting in 3, 2, hit that leg extension, or squat pulse. Really squeezing that quad on the top of this. If you have a chair or a bench nearby and you'd like to just get that leg extension, I love this, okay? Really good for strengthening those knee joints. A lot of people, knee injuries, super common. As long as you're sitting up nice and tall and really squeezing that belly button in, okay? A lot of times the knees will bug you in this wall sit because you've got a lot of pressure going forward. Don't do it if that's the case. Just give me the squat pulse or sit and extend. 10 seconds left here. Hang with me. Last time we're doing these. 4. You got it. All right. Looking good. 30 seconds off. We've got 2 more exercises in this round, and then we'll hit our Tabata. Okay. We're on that home stretch. We're on the latter half of the class. Remember, this guy here is a rotate. Okay, it's not a crunch forward. It's a flat back, pulling from the midsection. Okay, just angling the elbow towards the knee, starting in 2, 1, angle. Okay, really keeping those eyes up, flat back, chest and chin up, and rotating through that trunk. Yes. Last time for these, my quads are talking to me. I'm going straight from a wall sit to a squat hold is pretty rough. So that modification there, right, is just up a little bit higher. You can always rotate from here. As long as we have a slight bend in those knees, okay, we're not rotating from a stiff knee. 20 seconds left. Last time here. One more strength move. Oh man, intercostal muscles working. Those are those ones, all those sneaky little ones in between the rib cage. All those little guys there that we forget about that work together as part of those core muscles. There it is. All right, last strength move. Then we've got a full minute to recover before our Tabata. We'll pump out that Tabata. We'll do a good cool down, maybe a little bit of core in there. You're just like, what? Core? We need to have core the whole time. So this last one, you've got 15 seconds till we get there, but it looks like this. It's that alternating side plank. Modification is on the knees. You can always do it from the elbows. Same thing. Wall always works. As long as you have those feet far away from the wall, you're getting a lot of activation there. Here we go. 2, 1, rotating into that side plank. If you want to be on the floor, but it bugs you to have your knees on the floor for future options, keep going. I'm just showing something. You can always roll that mat up, put your knees on the cushion, and go from here. Okay, helpful little trick. I'm sure a lot of you guys who have those knee issues are already familiar with this guy. Get creative sometimes. Breathing through it nice and slow. Think stability, strong, solid 10 seconds. And you got it. There we go. I know you guys can't really see this, but we're doing a lot of stuff today. It's shredding up my mat. It's a good thing. It means we're working hard. All sorts of little mat pieces everywhere. I needed to clean the floor anyway. We got 1 minute, so you've got 45 seconds left on this recovery. And then we're going into that Tabata. Grab some water. 30 seconds left, nice big breaths. Our first one is our high knees forward, back pedal back. Lower intensity modification is a knee drive, low back. Knee drive, get low back, okay? You've got 20 seconds this round, remember? 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. During your 10 seconds, big breaths and focus on bringing your heart rate down as low as you can. It's not gonna be all the way low, but the idea is to recover as much as you can before you hit it again. Here we go, 2 times with this. High knees forward, go. Back pedal back. High knees forward, back pedal back. Keep it going. And while you're doing this, I want you to hang in there. I'm gonna switch to that Tabata timer. I should have done that on our recovery. 5, 2, 1, good, 10 seconds. Now we got that timer on. 1 more round of these, then we'll switch exercises. Guys, this is our last, here we go. Bring it forward. Our last big surge of the day. 3.5 minutes left of heavy work. Stick with me, okay? A little bit harder than the first time because we've already done a million things today. There it is, take your recovery. Next one is our side shuffle floor touch. Okay, you've got 3. I like that noise, it helps. I'm a really bad timer. Okay, remember modification is gonna be just step it out and then reach. Halfway, 10 seconds. Okay, last 3 minutes today. I want you to give me all out effort, earn that recovery. You made it here, might as well finish strong, good. 1 more of those. Remember, heart rate back down, big breath. There it is. The lower you get, the harder this is. Okay, my legs are saying no thanks, Catie. But I'm gonna push them anyway. Last time doing this one. Almost there. 5 seconds. Shuffle, get low, eyes up. There it is, shake it out. We're going into switch foot across the mat. Modification, crossing over, okay? Here it is. Remember, the goal here is to bring it to totally breathless. Anaerobic, which means without oxygen. We want to push that threshold. Every time we push that threshold, the next time we work out, it's a little bit higher. 10 seconds off means you're increasing your capabilities, which is why we're here, right? 2, 1, last time here, crisscrossing if you need to modify. Okay, bring it across that mat, using those arms, pumping through it. All right, 5 seconds, push through. And you got it. 10 seconds off, and we are going into a knee as quick as you can. There it is. Last minute, 20 seconds here, 20 seconds, other side. Y'all are on the home stretch. Stick with me. Bring it all the way in for today's workout. And you got it. Oh boy. Nice work. 5 seconds. Last 20 seconds. You can do anything for 20 seconds. Well, not anything. I don't do snakes. Probably couldn't hold a snake for 20 seconds. But knee drives. We can all do knee drives for 20 seconds. 10. Last work phase. Give me everything you've got. 3. Oh, there it is. You got it. What time we got? How are we doing? All right. Really good timing here. Let's see. Checking in on you guys. Looks like everybody's doing okay. You got a lot of recovery here. Okay. Take a few big breaths. I'm going to give you another 20-ish seconds. We're going to start cooling down. What that means is a lot of stretching, but while we're stretching, we're going to work some stability, okay? I'm not ready for y'all to cool down all the way, right? That'll be the last few minutes. We want to still get a little bit of work in, but we want to bring those heart rates down while we do it. Rotating that upper body. Deja vu, right? We started here. Okay, so since we just did all that high intensity, we want to bring our heart rates down and our breath back. Little baby arm circles. Those shoulders are probably worked a little bit today from all those planks. They should burn maybe a tiny bit here. Good, switch directions. Hold them up, don't let them go. All right, check it out. We're gonna go side to side. Okay, this is not like that lunge push. This is just opening up those hips, loosening the hips and groin a little bit before we bring it down to the floor. Big breaths in through the nose, out the mouth. Good. We're gonna rotate that right leg, left leg, whichever you pick first, up, out, and back down, okay? Hip flexors activated. Okay, guys, you can't see this, but it's kind of funny. There's a lady in the snow, mind you, with her cat on a leash right outside my window. I love it. We got cats walking behind us outside. Other side, other leg, nice and slow. Really pulling with that lateral hip. Okay, still working a little bit, but cooling down. Let's go 3 more. Really working on the stability on that bottom foot, right? A little bit of balance, a little bit of ankle stability here. That might have been 4, that's okay. All right, widen that stance. Big breath in. And exhale, swan dive forward. Bring it into a flat back, eyes out in front towards me. Not quite head below the heart yet. Big breath. And when you're ready, if you're feeling good, if you feel like you're still a little woo from the Tabata, hang out here. But if you're feeling good, bring it down. Let that head hang. Touch those fingertips to the floor. If you can't, you can hold them up here. But we're gonna go into a hip dip and extension. All right. Tuck the chin into your chest. Really lengthening that spine. Think nice and long, all the way from the top of the head, up the back, down the hips, hams, calves, feet, all nice and long. Good, go ahead and walk your hands to the right. Walk them around to the left. And bring it back to center, roll it up nice and slow. All right, bring those feet together. I want you on the side of your mat or your floor, wherever you're at, whatever you got. Big breath in. Nice flat back swan dive forward and roll into your forward fold. Breathe it in, half lift, flat back. Really feel those hamstrings stretch here. And roll it down. We're gonna walk our hands out into down dog. You can widen your stance a little bit if you need to. You're really pressing those heels through the floor and pushing your head through your shoulders, and then press your palms into the floor, trying to lift the hips up as high as you can, okay? And alternate heel presses into the floor. Really lengthening those calves, still moving. All right, you're gonna hate me for this one, but we're walking it into plank. And we're holding it here for a few seconds. I know, a ton of planks today. Big breaths. If you need your knees here, go to your knees. If you need your elbows, that's fine too. Good, bring those knees to the floor. And we're gonna bring our hips right over the knees. Shoulders over wrists, nice flat back. Big breath in. Drop that belly button to the floor. Expand the belly like a balloon. And push the belly button to the floor. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. And exhale, push all the air out of your belly. Pulling your belly button into your chest. Into your spine. Tucking your chin to your chest. Really pushing through the floor. Open up the shoulder blades. Let's go 2 more times. Balloon belly to the floor. And bring it back up. With your breath. All right, staying here, a little bit of stability. You can either do just the legs or just the arms. If you'd like to join me, we're going opposite leg and arm. Really pulling that heel up towards the ceiling. Trying to keep your hips square to the floor, keeping your shoulder right over that wrist. Good. Let's bring the elbow to the knee. I know work's not done yet, guys, but always want to work stability in those muscles. One more time, elbow to knee, bring it back out, return to the floor, okay? The other option, right, is just the leg, okay? So we're going into the other side, opposite hand and foot, bring it up, hold, square those hips to the floor, nice straight spine, and elbow to knee, bring it back out, elbow to knee. I'm surprised I'm not wobbly today. Some days are better than others. Bring it back down, shift the hips back into child's pose. Walk those fingertips as far away from your body as you can. Drop your forehead into the floor. And if you really pull those fingertips away from you, you should feel that stretch in the lat. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me. Staying here, you're gonna take one elbow. I'm gonna start with my left, bring it into my knee. Okay, and take that opposite hand, reaching across the body, tucking your chin into your armpit. Really opening up that lat on the side where your arm is out. Good, go ahead and bring it back to center. Walk those fingertips as far away from your hands as you can. Drive that right elbow, not drive it, just move it towards the knee. Take that other hand, walk it across, really opening up that lat. Now we're on that full cool down. Not much more stability left. Good, bring it back to center. We're going to bring it back into our plank. Tucking the back toes under, lift the hips to the sky. Hanging out in down dog for a second. Really opening up those calves, hams, back of the knees. Go ahead and walk those fingertips. Those toes towards your fingertips. I'm losing my words. You know we've had a good class if by the end I can't talk. And roll it up one vertebrae at a time. I'm going to face you. Bring those hands overhead. Drop one arm, reach it over. Exhale. Big breath in, bring it up. Exhale, drop the other side. Good, bring it back together. And we're gonna reach those hands behind us. You have 2 options. 1, just push those thumbs together. Okay, 2, you can clasp those hands together and pull down. So you decide what you can do. How are we doing on time? Don't want you guys to, oh, perfect timing. We're killing it. Good, go ahead and big breath in. And exhale, release, reaching those hands together, clasp together, tucking the chin, pulling far away from your body, opening up between those shoulder blades. Big breath in, stand it up. Release the arms. We're gonna go 3 shoulder rolls down and back. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Happy Sunday, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here. It looks like a lot of you hung in there. I would love feedback. If you love something, let me know, even if it was just a little piece. If you're like, I love Tabata, or I hate, elbows to hands, whatever it was, let me know if there's something you had a lot of fun with. It gives me the opportunity to, work in more of what you love and less of what you hate. I know, but nice workout today. A lot of intervals. I got a good one in. I'm happy you guys are here. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I had a great class too. I really enjoy it. Let's see. So I always, rest of the day, I want to give you a few tips, just reminders. A lot of things we know but don't do, myself included. I'm going to make a water goal today, make sure I get lots of water in. I've been pretty dehydrated lately at my own fault, drinking too much coffee and not enough water. Let's see what else. Try and get a bunch of veggies in. Small goals, so if you're getting 1 serving of vegetables today, try and get 2 in, okay? Just a little bit more at a time. The more good things we push in, the more bad things that push out. So whether it be just water or just vegetables, pick something small today and make your life just a little bit better. Yes. Karen, thank you for coming. Christine, I appreciate it. Allie, Michael, you guys are all awesome. Hopefully when things return to normal, I'll see you in some of my classes. Actually get to meet some people face to face. I am missing that, especially being fairly new to the center. So thank you guys for coming. I'm going to sign out. I appreciate you being here and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday.